Hello and welcome to Inspiration Morning Live. I am Christina Crowley, and I'm so happy to have you with me here today. I'm doing well today. I am only on my first cup of coffee though, and I am glad that you're here with me. Those of you who watch me live, I'm really happy that you're here. And as always, those of you who watch me in the replay, thank you very much. I appreciate it because I know our schedules don't always mesh. Some of you, it may be 8 o'clock in the morning for me, but if you're in a different time zone and you have different things going on during your day, it's great that you can make time to watch the replay. So thank you. Alrighty, so what I'm talking about today is getting past being discouraged. And I have 2 tips for it. And there are a lot of ways that you can, get yourself, past being discouraged. I know that in life and careers, we set personal goals or we set career goals, we set any number of kind of goals. And, it can be discouraging when we don't kind of get there according to our plan. We're following the steps to our plan and it isn't working out, or something that goes wrong along the way. Either we have a technical difficulty or we have an injury, or maybe a kid got sick and we didn't have a chance to do whatever that was an important part of going towards our goal. And one of those 2 tips is just this is really about mindset. Discouragement is mindset. In a way, and it's understandable. It's an understandable mourning of, the picture and the hope that you had for yourself and where you would be. That's what I think of as discouragement. But I do think that there are a few really constructive ways to handle discouragement. And one of them is to realize that there will be bumps in the road. There are going to be bumps in the road. And I say that because when we're in the middle of being discouraged, whether, we had a technical difficulty, we had some sort of a failure, something happened that we didn't have control over, I think that's when we got to just kind of breathe, close our eyes, and just remember that, there will be bumps in the road. And that doesn't mean that I can't continue on and keep going on my plan. I think we say that we understand that there'll be things that happen along the way, but when they really do happen, that's when we've got to kind of, take control and not be discouraged, and take control of our thoughts and tell ourselves we're going to get through this, and be our own best cheerleader. Because when those things happen, the people around us may be rattled too. If it's something that, they are, emotionally tied to too. They may be rattled. They may be shocked. Whatever, is your bump in the road may leave your support system a little bit uneasy too. So you've got to be within yourself, realizing that there's going to be bumps in the road, and we continue on. Either we adjust the plan or we keep going with the plan. Either way, I think, you can do that. I think my lighting's terrible today. I apologize. I just kind of looked at myself, and I don't have one of my filters on the side. And the lighting has changed, the natural lighting that I use. So sorry to go off a topic there, but I just looked at myself and realized that. So, the bumps in the road, they're going to be there. And, let's watch other people who have bumps in the road and see that they do persist. They do pick themselves up and they keep on going. And it doesn't weaken their resolve. I'm always impressed by people who can do that, who can get up and keep on going. And there are people in your family, there are people in your personal life that hit those bumps in the road and they pick themselves up and they keep on going. Now they may be upset, but don't we're getting ourselves out of the discouragement. We don't have to feel the feelings that we feel for whatever that bump in the road may be. Whether it, whatever that bump in the road may be. I'm not going to name it for you, but they're there. So you can feel how you feel about those, but just realize that you can get past it and double your resolve to do that. It's a very understandable thing. And then, my next thing is partially is mindset too. And it's a big thing with, getting past discouragement. And it is, you will have success as long as you keep on trying, as long as you keep on going. I think it's Michael Jordan who, talks about how, he missed a lot of shots, but, he would have missed all the shots that he didn't take. And I think in that kind of terms of thinking is you've got to keep taking your shots. You may miss, you may hit some, and you may move forward towards your goal. I think it's human to have goals and to look towards the future. And in the now, we got to keep going for it. Those things that keep us discouraged, whether things are taking longer than they should, or you've had a setback. Good morning. Hello. Thank you for joining me. I think getting past being discouraged, there's a number of ways of doubling our resolve and keeping on going. But as long as you keep on trying, you will find success. You will find what you're looking for. Now, sometimes our goals change, and that's okay. But, think like Michael Jordan. You can't, you're going to miss all the shots you don't take. And, as we get older, maybe that certain goal does change. Maybe we find something else that we didn't know, and we've discovered something brand new. And so we adjust our goals. That's cool. That's not discouragement. It's not giving up. That is going forward with what you like. That's adjusting to who you are. And if you give up, if you're discouraged and you don't keep going, you may not find those wonderful things. You may not find those gems along the way to what you do. You can't get discouraged. There's so much going on in our world that can discourage you. And I think as long as you're working at getting past being discouraged, you're working on the mindset. That's what's really most important. I think that is all that we can ask of ourselves. And as long as we are genuinely doing stuff now, I think it's a whole other topic to talk about, but we all know people who are busy, but they're not getting anything done. And, maybe sometimes we have to reassess why we're being discouraged. And that also can help too. That's probably a third tip. Assess why are you discouraged? What is it that's happening? Unless it's a major setback and you're like, that's it. If there's just bits and pieces here and there, and I'm speaking on behalf of myself. I have a lot of passions, and there's times when I'm discouraged, and it's not something major that happened. I sit back and I stop and I think, and I reassess, why am I being discouraged? What is it that's going on? What is it that's not happening that I think should be happening that is making me feel discouraged? Millie's up here asking for her walk. She is ready. All righty. I want to say thank you for joining me today. And, everybody gets discouraged. That is my last tip. Everybody gets discouraged, but those who ultimately succeed find a way to get past it. They find a way to put it in their rearview mirror and understand when the next time's coming along that they're discouraged, that they can handle it. They have the tools to, put that current discouragement in their rearview mirror. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Please feel free to give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts. I do truly appreciate those. And those of you who share this, thank you. Right on. I really appreciate it. I love the hearts and thumbs up because that, shows the algorithm with Facebook, that people the people are appreciated. And then it lets more of the people in our community, oops, I hit the microphone. It lets more of the people in our community get this on their news feed. And then that I really appreciate. Alrighty. So thank you very much for joining me this morning and today. And don't let discouragement keep you down. We all experience it. Okay. So I really appreciate you being here on this Facebook Live with me. And if you have any comments, please feel free to put them in the comment section of Facebook. I do appreciate those. I read them. I'll respond to everything. And I look forward to seeing you on my next Facebook Live. Bye-bye.